You lie. Two words that shook the Sussexes. Imagine planning a high-profile visit halfway across the world to a country where you were once adored, only to be publicly rebuffed, not by a political underling or a low-level spokesperson, but by the Prime Minister himself. Now imagine that rejection ends with two blistering words. You lie. That's precisely what just happened to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Australia's Prime Minister didn't mince words when the couple, once greeted with royal fanfare and fan obsession, requested taxpayer-funded security for their rumored second visit. The official response: a firm, unapologetic no, followed by that damning accusation. You lie. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. What sparked such a dramatic turn of events? Why has Australia, once a glowing stage for the Sussexes royal tour, slammed the door shut? And more importantly, what does this say about Harry and Meghan's global reputation, their future, and the ever-growing chasm between them and the royal family? Let's dive into the drama that's shaking diplomatic foundations and royal egos, with a touch of wit, a dash of scandal, and a whole lot of did that really just happen? Chapter 1. The 2018 Australian love affair, where it all began. Back in 2018, it was all sunshine, smiles, and royal baby bump speculation. Harry and Meghan's first official royal tour of Australia captured hearts across the continent. Crowds lined the streets. Kids handed over Tim Tams. Media outlets fawned over Meghan's modern elegance. For a brief moment, the Sussexes looked like the breath of fresh air the monarchy desperately needed. They toured Sydney, dined with dignitaries, even held koalas like seasoned photo op pros. When Meghan gave a speech at the University of the South Pacific, people called her a future global icon. The world watched, and Australia applauded. But behind the scenes, something more precarious was forming, a house of cards built on public image. And as with all things built too fast, cracks soon began to show. Was it all just a carefully curated performance? Or did something change after the curtain fell? Chapter 2. A royal exit and a reputation in freefall. By 2020, everything had changed. Harry and Meghan's exit from royal duties, dubbed Megxit, stunned the world. They claimed harassment, racism, betrayal, and toxic press. The couple relocated to California and began a whirlwind media campaign to explain their side. The problem? Not everyone was buying it. Documentaries, podcasts, tell-all interviews with Oprah, it was all meant to clear the air. But to many, it felt like overexposure. Critics called it calculated. Detractors accused them of monetizing royal secrets. Trust began to erode. And in Australia, a nation with deep ties to the crown and a healthy skepticism of celebrity spin, the public mood shifted. So when word spread that the Sussexes were planning another visit, it wasn't met with excitement. It was met with raised eyebrows. Chapter 3. The ask that ignited the firestorm. Enter 2025. According to leaked government communications and confirmed by multiple outlets, Harry and Meghan made formal contact with Australian authorities regarding their security arrangements for a rumored second tour, this time as private citizens. Their request? Full taxpayer-funded security. Let's pause. They're no longer working royals. They no longer represent the crown. They've openly criticized the monarchy on global platforms. Yet, they wanted Australia to foot the bill for protection during a visit that was reportedly part of a personal PR campaign. You can see the problem, right? And so did Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Chapter 4. The PM's mic drop moment. You lie? Rather than issuing a standard government refusal wrapped in polite language, the Prime Minister did something unprecedented. He called them out. Point blank. In a press conference that has since gone viral, Albanese responded to a journalist's question about the Sussexes' request with a sharp rebuke. They are private citizens. They are not entitled to government-funded security. And frankly, they misrepresented their purpose. You lie. The room went silent. Reporters looked stunned. The clip exploded across social media within minutes. Some called it undiplomatic. Others, refreshing honesty. But one thing was certain. The Prime Minister's words echoed far beyond Canberra. Chapter 5. Global reactions, sympathy, shock, and schadenfreude. The global reaction was as split as ever. Pro-Sussex fans were outraged. Twitter threads painted the Prime Minister as cold, even xenophobic. Would he say that to Prince William? Asked one viral tweet. Critics, especially in Australia and the UK, cheered. Finally, one columnist wrote, someone said what everyone's been thinking. Even former Australian PMs chimed in. Malcolm Turnbull, no stranger to royal controversy, noted, the monarchy relies on goodwill. You can't burn bridges and expect a welcome parade. The divide is real and widening. Chapter 6. Behind the scenes, the real motive for the visit? So why were Harry and Meghan so desperate to return to Australia? According to insiders close to the couple, their second visit was meant to coincide with the launch of a new foundation initiative focused on climate action and youth leadership, a rehabilitation tour, as one source bluntly put it. But the strategy appears to have backfired. Palace aides have claimed the couple deliberately framed the visit as quasi-official to gain security approvals. Leaked emails showed a pattern of misrepresentation, listing meetings with public officials that weren't confirmed. It begs the question, was this a royal redemption tour or a cleverly disguised media campaign? Chapter 7. Security, status, and the cost of royal fame. Let's talk logistics. Why is security such a sticking point? Because it represents status, access, relevance. If Harry and Meghan receive official protection overseas, it sends a message, they still matter. But in the eyes of governments, that's not how it works. Security costs are steep. Protection teams, armored vehicles, advanced coordination with police, all at the taxpayer's expense. For working royals like Prince William or Princess Anne, it's part of the package. But for celebrities who walked away from royal life, not so much. Chapter 8. The fallout. Burned bridges and royal cold shoulders. Perhaps most telling is the silence from Buckingham Palace. No statement, no clarification, no support. That silence speaks volumes. Sources inside the palace suggest that the king was privately disappointed, not just by the couple's request, but by the sheer audacity to expect protection after everything that's happened. Worse still, rumors say Prince William was briefed before the PM's statement and gave no objections. Could this be yet another sign of the final unraveling of the brothers' already frosty relationship? Chapter 9. Public opinion in Australia, a nation divided. Polls conducted after the incident reveal a stunning shift. 62% of Australians support the Prime Minister's refusal to provide security. 71% believe the Sussexes are no longer royal enough to deserve taxpayer support. And get this, more than half said they wouldn't watch a Sussex event if it were televised. Compare that to 2018, when they were greeted with cheers and sold-out events. The transformation is brutal and possibly irreversible. Can public trust ever be rebuilt after this level of disillusionment? Chapter 10. Aha moment. What this means for the future of brand Sussex. Let's strip the headlines and ask the real question. What now? This wasn't just a PR misstep, it was a test. And they failed it. The Sussex brand relies on credibility, public goodwill, and a sense of purpose. But if countries begin denying them access, visibility, and, yes, security, then their global appeal may begin to wither. It's the ultimate irony. In seeking validation, they may have confirmed every accusation against them. Conclusion. Reputation is earned, not demanded. At the end of the day, titles, fame, and fancy press tours mean little if people no longer believe in your purpose. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are at a crossroads. They can no longer expect the perks of royalty without the accountability that comes with it. Australia's Prime Minister drew a line in the sand. Not out of cruelty, but clarity. You lie. 2 words. A turning point. And now, the world waits to see. Will Harry and Meghan learn from this brutal lesson? Or will they continue down a path of entitlement masked as empowerment? Because in the court of public opinion, redemption is rare, but not impossible. Your turn. What do you think? Was the Prime Minister too harsh? Or was it time someone said it out loud? Do you think Harry and Meghan can recover their global image? Backhand index pointing right. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Speech balloon. Share this article if it sparked something in you. Loudspeaker. Let the world know. Actions have consequences, even for former royals.